Hey everybody, Kenny here. Sorry about this past Friday. So the Monday before this this session drops, I came down with something. I have no idea what it was. Cold, flu, COVID, no idea. I don't know whatever it was. It knocked me on my ass, and I was out of it from that Monday all the way till mid Thursday. There just wasn't enough time to get a session up before Friday, and I still had a job to do. This will be the next session since our previous one, which was us doing the first chapter 2 for Casti. Also, you can see with this autosave here, I did make a previous attempt at doing this session, but around 30 minutes in, actually, how long was it actually? Check that. We're at 28.9 there. Can't be right. Oh, that's right. I looped back from the top. I forgot. Actually, 3704. Yeah, so I played for about 20 minutes before I realized that I wasn't recording. I was so demoralized by the fact that, I did all the stuff that I did, and I was going to have to do it all over again, that I just decided just to hold off and do it another, just do that session another time. And now we're there. That's why I have this weird autosave right there. Are in Ores Rush. We're to do Drone's chapter 2. Go and drop her into our party. We will racing participate. And as you saw in that autosave, my chosen job for Throne is Cleric. Before I go and switch her to the job that I want for her, look at her with all of her jobs. Throne is a hunter, Throne is apothecary, Throne as a scholar, Throne as a merchant, Throne as a dancer, as a cleric, Throne as a warrior. Yeah. Also, I have a theory about the way that healing works in this game. Just because I couldn't figure out why it was that Articio kept out healing Casti when Casti has such higher magic attack than he does. And I think that healing is actually, instead of it being based on what you would consider the magic stat, I think it might actually be based on accuracy. I think whatever your accuracy stat is what determines how good your healing is. I think Preticio just has a better accuracy stat than Cashew does. 133, 130. Yeah. And unfortunately, we can't see what Particio's is right now, but like I'm thinking that it's an accurate. I think accuracy is why it is that, like, you know, his heals are so much more effective than Casty's. You know, because they have this, like, basically the exact same attack power. I think there's like maybe a difference of like 10 points between Casty and Particio. And then obviously Casty has enormously higher elemental attack than Particio does. So, you know, like, so it can't be physical attack, it can't be magical attack. Magical defense, I think they're both kind of on par. So it can't be magical defense that is based around. Crit rate, I think they were about the same. So it can't be crit rate that determines how good the healing is. Speed. No. I focused on boosting Particio's speed, so you had to have much higher. I did definitely have how much higher speed. Maybe speed. Maybe speed is actually what. Okay. So we're gonna have to test that with Rone. Our options are accuracy, crit, or evasion. So we'll go accuracy. For our mace, that our options are crit, elemental defense, speed, elemental defense. Yeah, so speed 1. Case that's shield, HP. No shields with accuracy or speed. Oh, there is the round shield. Has a little bit of speed on it. SP, mental attack, speed. I mean, also something to consider, you know, she is a B team member, so only really wear duplicate. Don't want to let her take something that we'd want a main party character to potentially equip for different reasons. She's wearing the leather helm. Have her wear a festival garland because we have 2 of these, and they give SP. Yeah, I would do the Pilgrim's Robe also for just because it has SP on it, and it's a double. And here, like, I know that we don't have any accessories that are really useful for trying to do with her. Now we've got an unerring earring. Not nothing. They're already wearing a sprightly ring. You know, I am so sick and tired of not being able to equip stuff because Ochet's wearing it. Just switch her in. Oops. Her in real quick just so I can rip all her stuff off her. I am so sick of that. No more Ochet garbage. Yeah, plus 20 speed and plus 20 accuracy. So if one of those are the healing stat, we should be able to like make our determinations by like fully removing like all of one type and then trying the healing out again, then doing the same the other way. Did I change her job? I did. Okay. Alright. We actually have to start her thing. Her... Well, she has enough to learn her 100. Get her the armor corrosive. Rone, main story, chapter 2, Mother's Route. Rone embarks on a journey to win her freedom from the Black Snakes. In order to remove her collar, she must kill both of her parents and take their keys. He heads to the Oars Rush. The come from. He heads to Oars Rush to learn more about Mother's whereabouts.
When Mother is looking for new recruits, she goes to the saddlery in Oars Rush. It's common knowledge in the nest, though no one really knows why. And it's the only clue I have. Now, to find that saddlery. That way.
You didn't spot the kid with the crazy mask on your way into town, huh? Seems like the kind of thing that stick out.
Thank you for your patronage. I shall prepare the goods post-haste. In the meantime, please wait at the tavern. Might I help you find something? We have an array of goods made of cloth and leather and even others with chains.
I'm not here for horse gear.
But, milady, this is a saddlery.
I mean, so she's saying that mother of her organization has been known to use Oars Rush, the saddlery in Oars Rush for new recruits, and has been doing that for years. I mean, like if Particio wasn't one of the characters you could play as in the game, and thus through Particio understand the origins of the town, then maybe that would make sense. But I mean, 8 years before this point, like this town came into complete ruin, and 8 years prior to that, the town didn't even exist yet. So, at what point would Mother have thought of Oars Rush as a place to come for recruits? Because you'd have to assume that, you came to, lap up the vagrants, from when, like the taxes became too hard on everybody and everyone became destitute. I have to assume that, it was during that period. But I mean, like, why would she even have been aware of this? I mean, because remember, we know how long it takes to get around in this world. We know that from the prison island to get to shore, it takes 4 days, which means that to get from New Delsta over, you get from the New Delsta anchorage over to Hanobrine, or over to the little anchorage that's a little north of Oars Rush, and so that'd probably be a lot faster. Like, you're talking a minimum of like 2.5 weeks. I mean, because distance-wise, that little, that the prison island, distance-wise to the shore, that to the Brightlands, the closest shore on the Brightlands that that you can reach from the prison island, Frigate Island, or whatever it's called. That's 4 days. That's a 4-day trip. And like in the distance on that, like that's not that, like, you know, like that's, you need like 5 of those to get from New Delsta to Ochet's Island. So to get from the Harborlands to, no, sorry, to get from the Rightlands to the Harborlands, you need like 12 to 15 of those. You know? So like, I mean, this is a very long trip to take just to get new recruits. And they're saying that she was doing this all the time. Like, she was coming all the way to Ores Rush, taking basically like minimum like 5 months out of her life every single time, just to go grab some new recruits. Like, I like, it's just like, there's just so much they do in this game that, like, you know, like that they remove the like, the player's ability to just have suspension of disbelief by going and actually like giving us too much information on on how certain things work.
Is that so? What did that man purchase just now? He didn't seem to have a horse with him.
You have a keen eye, milady. Alas, that man did, in fact, bring a horse. I saw it with my own eyes. I would not be able to craft the proper gear otherwise.
Did he now?
Please, come again.
As I suspected, it isn't a saddlery at all. As for this horse, it must be what I need for the exchange. Which means that man from before has one without a doubt. I suppose it's time to see a man about a horse.
What's this scent? Noticed it, have you? It's my perfume. It has a very bewitching scent, Tutu. Thank you. You like some? Thanks. But I don't use perfume. Need my nose for when I concoct medicines. And there are patients who are sensitive to smells too. I see. I usually don't wear perfumes either. It complicates work sometimes. But today, needed a little pick-me-up. I can tell your job is very important to you. Best of luck, Throne. Thank you, Casty. It's very tough for me to have those two talk to each other. I keep wanting to use the same voice for both of them. You only steal the silver coin.
take good care of this.
Come here to play, have you? Horse coin. A small coin with a carving of a horse on it. Relief of a horse. But this is what he meant. Better make my way back to the saddlery. Yeah, so it's occurring to me that during my next grinding session, I'm going to have to do Ores Rush.
Back again, I see.
Saddle up. I've brought my horse with me this time.
Ah, so you have. Which means I can finally treat you like a customer.
You sure don't make things easy for your clients.
Aye, for mine is a very exclusive business. Now, what are you after?
Mother of the Black Snakes.
She's one of my best customers. Your request is beyond my power.
Well then. Good thing it's not a request.
Mother is meeting a man I introduced her to. They call him the Slaver. He runs the slave trade and is doing business in the town's old foundry right now.
I see.
To reach him, you must know these words. Drink from the cup in your left hand. Remember them well.
Thank you.
Be prepared. I doubt his lips will be as loose as mine. Lives may be lost before he is willing to talk.
A small price to pay.
Yep. Being that Drone was being called by all of her associates isn't really the right term. They're not conspirators. I don't know what the right term is to use for them, but, you know, the other members of the Black Snakes refer to her as the best in the nest. It's very weird that she is, like, essentially terrible at subtlety. Okay, subterfuge is like your whole deal, but you go loud whenever whenever you deem necessary, which apparently is always. There's Weird Mask Kid again.
I'm still being followed. They've been trailing me since I arrived. I'd better get rid of them. Amateur. Who are you, and why are you following me? I'll find out whether you like it or not.
Mask. Simple mask for children.
I'm through playing games. That face. Was that my imagination? Not that it matters. I have to focus. I must find that slaver.
Probably the little brother of. I'm not going to pretend I remember any of her former colleagues' names. The guy who was the boss over chapter 1. Like, it's probably like his little brother or something. Rone. Ikari, please don't stand behind me. My apologies. Might I ask why? In my line of work, we must always watch our backs. Quite straining on the nerves. If you're not careful, I could end up attacking you. See, I shall take your words to heart. You ought to watch your back there too, Hikari. It won't be necessary. Trustworthy friends behind you. You would put your trust in me. You would have no need to worry either. Very well then. Consider yourself trusted. That's another unfortunate set of interactions there. There's too much crossover between my Ikari, Asti, and Throne.
Raise your head with your right hand.
Drink from the cup in your left hand.
You may pass.
Black begins. Choose a cup.
Your turn.
White. Drink. Now.
like someone owes me 80,000 leaves.
Damn it! I can't believe I lost.
All right, who's next? Bring him in.
It looks like they're gambling.
You're first. Choose a cup.
No, I don't want to.
No fun at all, that one. No wonder I couldn't find a buyer for him. No one knows which cup the poison's in. That's what makes it fun, right? I haven't seen you here before.
You're the slaver, I presume?
I am a buyer and seller of slaves. So, what sort of merchandise are you looking to buy, young lady?
A woman named Mother of the Black Snakes.
A dangerous customer you are. Perhaps this is the day my luck runs dry.
Is she here or not?
You're too late. She already left. I can't tell you where she's gone. Without the proper compensation, that is. You carry a delectable scent.
It's the smell of shore flowers. Do you like it?
It isn't the flowers I'm interested in, but the smell of sweat beneath them. Even the most disciplined are exposed by their own scent. Humans are overcome with fear before their demise, and their sweat reeks something awful. But your scent is still sweet. There's no fear in you.
Interesting. But what does that mean for me?
I will tell you where Mother went, if you can best me.
A man after my own heart.
No, I don't stand a chance in a fight. We will do battle here. At death's table.
One at the table is our boss.
I heard they put on an interesting show here. I wasn't expecting this. I hate cleaning duty. But I guess these corpses won't remove themselves.
It's like 6 total. Assume like 2 were poisoned. Ready to sit at death's table. Look like you've made your peace. Let's begin.
You saw the game before, didn't you? Are you afraid?
No. I will gladly accept your challenge.
Of these 6 cups, 1 is filled with poison.
Okay, so only 1. Better odds than if there were 2.
We will take turns drinking. The one who drinks the poison loses.
Are there any other rules?
If you try to run, you die. That's all there is to it.
The slaver's never lost a game. She doesn't stand a chance.
I will begin. It appears my cup was safe. Now it's your turn, young lady. The poison is lethal. Drinking it means certain death. But not a merciful or swift death, no. Release will come only after what feels like an eternity of agony and excruciating pain.
That's fine with me. It will give you time to tell me where Mother went before you perish.
Ha ha. Your false courage won't spare you from the pain.
Well, well. It looks like my cup was safe too.
Okay, so we don't actually have to guess.
But my compliments on the liquor. In fact, I think I'll have another. Ah, exquisite.
What's with this woman? This is the first time I've ever seen someone down 2 in a row.
There was no rule saying I could only have one, was there?
Ha ha. I see. So you're a snake. Just like me.
Is that so?
I know the stench of imminent death better than most. And yours will reach my nose before long. There are 2 left. It's your turn.
I do not fear death. I could even accept dying here. The only thing I fear is giving up on what I want.
I honestly don't think it matters which one. Okay, it feels like it's gonna be a whole Princess Bride situation where like she's essentially Dread Pirate Roberts, so like part of part of why they're called the Black Snakes is that they are already like immune to certain poisons, and that like the thing in the chain, the thing on their throat, like whatever the poison is that's there, is like the one it's like the one kind of poison that they don't build up a resistance to, so it's like super deadly specifically for them because of the fact that they have modified immunity to all the other kinds.
Which is why I'm willing to bet everything on my dream. Thanks for the drinks.
I can detect even the faintest scent of poison. I always dodge the tainted glass, leaving it for my opponent.
Then couldn't you have won?
Ha! I wanted to test you, but it looks like my curiosity got the better of me. You have bested me.
He drank the last glass, but that means...
I will tell you where Mother went. As promised, she hides in Wellgrove, in a place called Mother's Garden. It's officially an orphanage and has the support of the local monastery. But it's where she raises her hatchlings for the nest. You could probably sneak in as a nun.
Farewell.
That's funny. That is really funny. Subclassed her as a cleric. Had her dress up as a nun. And the infiltration route or her mission to dress up as a nun.
The war of snakes repeats itself over and over again. I couldn't cut myself loose either. The former head wouldn't let me.
The former head.
She was a good woman too. But she was killed by Mother. I hope you find what you seek.
Thank you. You're the one from before. I know your face.
Throne. Let's go. It's time for Mother's punishment. Hero.
He looks just like Piero when he was little. I feel like we've met before.
So do I. I felt like you're someone important. That's why I followed you.
Would your father happen to be named Piero?
I don't know who my father is.
Neither do I. Perhaps we have some things in common. Goodbye.
Roni discovers Mother's location. Along the way, she wagers her life in a game against the slaver and meets a young boy with a familiar face. The solitary thief draws nearer to the truth of the black snakes. Roni continues her journey, awaiting the day she will walk free. Roni the Thief, Chapter 2, Mother's Route, End. And have entire chapters that literally don't require any kind of combat. Interesting. Did not expect that. Totally expected the back area to be a like that, the foundry. I totally expected that to be a dungeon. I am surprised. Huh. She has her chapter 3 here. Mother's Route. Does that mean when we completed Basti's Psi route that her chapter 3 Psi route, her chapter 3 for that route popped up somewhere? Doesn't look like it. Weird. Yes, that was a quick one out of the way. I mean, it was 50 minutes, though. They'll probably end it here, and then I want to make each of these sessions a single chapter, unless unless I happen to do a session that lasts like under like 30 minutes or something. Yeah. Yeah, which means we don't need Tony in our party anymore. Is built up for when we do need her. Or set up for when we. Guess next time we'll go in through Tenemos chapter 1. Sorry, Tenemos chapter 2. Canobrine. Next time we'll okay, scent of commerce, right? Yeah, so orange just means scent of commerce. Doesn't actually mean anything for... No, actually, no, that can't be right. Because you saw a scent of commerce in a place where... green, wasn't it? Commerce in Psy. Scent of commerce in Interbloom. So maybe like green means that there's story quest there. If you don't see, like if there aren't any story quests there, then sorry. Green means there's character chapters there. There aren't any character chapters there, but there is a scent of commerce, then scent of commerce will turn the orange. Orange means scent of commerce and no character chapters. Green means character chapters. Yellow means that's where you are. White means there's nothing going on. Okay. Know the key. So next time we'll take care of Tenemos. Then move on to this one here? Yeah, 15. To Chet's after that. This playthrough is going to take so long. It's going to be such a long playthrough. I'm already at like 40 hours, and we've only completed like half of the chapter 2. Oh man. I'm loving it though. This is a very good game. I mean, obviously, like, I'm not in love with a lot of the writing, but, you know, that's the case for most JRPGs for me. Like for some reason, like Japanese writers, like they have like a thing. Like like there's Japanese writers who are heavily invested in like making certain that like anything that they say is is respected in the rest of the work. But for some reason, like the majority of Japanese writers who get anything like put into like large circulation, they I don't know. I don't know if it's that they don't have anyone who like follows up on the work that they wrote, or if it's that like there is like an editor that specifically cuts out all the stuff that it's like, hey, yeah, so this needs to be here, or it means that you completely disrespected everything that we set up this point, like ever since this part here. Like that, because that's where like the majority of Japanese stuff always goes into that realm where, like, yep, nothing actually mattered, nothing ever mattered. You were stupid for ever believing something mattered, you dumb stupid idiot. Haha, you were so stupid for thinking that we were actually going to respect the canon that we set up and had no reason to violate, and just chose to violate because it made it easier for us to pull the wool over your eyes to do the big bad reveal. Even though the big bad reveal completely subverts all the rules set up by by everything you've learned through the story. Thanks for playing. And I don't know why that's so common in Japanese games. And again, and it's super common. Like really, like if you haven't experienced it, then you haven't played enough Japanese RPGs. I mean, it's still my favorite, my favorite genre. So I wouldn't have played as many of these as I have if I didn't love playing through them. But good lord, am I tired of having like having such incredible setups get crapped on at the end instead of getting paid off. It makes me so mad when like I'm watching something that feels like it has so much promise, and then oh nope, it was all God. God was doing it all along. That's right, none of the things that you thought were there actually meant anything. It was God, you idiot. Now you have to kill God. Why? Why again? Why can't you just commit? Just commit. Anyways, thanks for stopping by, checking me out. Doing the playthrough, appreciate doing the YouTube stuff. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, May Victus, Bye Xenomaris.